What's up, guys? My name is Jason. I'm starting a YouTube channel about bodybuilding. So before you write me off because you're not interested in bodybuilding, hear me out a little bit. So I started lifting weights back in 2018. That's when I first started lifting seriously and going to the gym regularly. And I want to tell anyone about the positives of bodybuilding and working out and what it can do for you. I consider myself a bodybuilder. I've only done one show, but I'm working in a gaining phase right now, trying to put on more muscle for some shows later this year. Quick Google search of what are stereotypes of bodybuilders. Bodybuilders are dumb jocks, hopped up on drugs, suffer from roid rage, they're muscle-bound jerks, they're ugly. Bodybuilding is all they do. They are vain, it's an expensive hobby. Well, you don't have to do drugs to be a bodybuilder. You might have to do drugs to be a bodybuilder in certain federations and actually be competitive, but so that kind of takes away all the drug stereotypes. But if you want to be successful in bodybuilding, a lot of this stuff is kind of true, that you do have to put everything into it. So you are kind of obsessed with bodybuilding. I mean, it's something you got to think about all the time. Myself, I don't have any credentials or education, official education. I haven't gone to school for uh, uh, exercise science or personal training or anything like that. But I do have my own experience. I've worked with a coach, I've learned a lot. I eat, sleep, and lift for bodybuilding, so I spend a lot of time working on it, thinking about it, and it's really changed my life for the positive. So I want to give that back, share that with someone else. So that's a little about me, who I am. So why am I here? Like I said, influence others, show them how they can positively change their life through lifting and bodybuilding. So I want to, influence those who are struggling and hopefully help them. I want to make videos in a chronological order where a beginner can start, watch the videos, and, start from there and build on it. If you are more advanced, I might have a little more for you in the future, or I might have some things you've missed out on that you could learn from as well. I want to teach you what you want to, because that's why I wanted to kind of define bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, I looked up two definitions. One definition was a person or company who builds the bodies of vehicles. That's not the bodybuilding we were talking about here. So the first definition was person who strengthens and enlarges muscles of their body through strenuous exercise. So the key word for me there is enlarges muscles, because a lot of people don't know the difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting and CrossFit and like these strength sports. But bodybuilding is strictly about, developing your muscles and enlarging your muscles to be aesthetically appealing. That goes hand in hand with strength, but at the same time, a bodybuilder doesn't have to care about the weight on the bar like a power lifter. They have to care about the contraction of the muscle and how they're going to increase their muscle size through their training. So a power lifter is basically squat, bench, and deadlift, moving the weight from point A to point B. For a bodybuilder, that's not really what you want to focus on. Those are good tools to measure if you'd like to do that, but Doing 1 rep max can definitely lead to injury if you're not careful. So it's not always the best thing for a bodybuilder to be doing. Why am I here to teach you those things? I'm here because I want to get my name out. I want to start, creating content that other people can learn from for free. And so hopefully I can gain a following, and a following that's going to appreciate the videos, but who's also going to, drive me to be the best I can. A fan base, accountability, those are things I strive for. Accountability is really big in bodybuilding, and I recently stopped working with a coach, so I'm basically on my own now. So I lost that accountability, so maybe I can catch some accountability from fans. And why should you care? Well, you should care because this could greatly improve your life. Most people have no idea. And like what I was getting at with what bodybuilding is, most people in the gym are bodybuilding. They want to enlarge their muscle. They want to look aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, it's great to be strong, and, be able to do physical tasks. That's a great benefit from it as well. But I think most people, at the end of the day, they want to look better. Yeah, you want to feel better, your health. Um, Now, some people would say that bodybuilding is not healthy. And in a lot of ways, if you're, shredding down to low body fat percentages regularly, it's not healthy. It's not healthy to walk around shredded all the time. Um, but if you're not going to take it to those extremes and just use the bodybuilding principles to stay in shape, stay in a healthy shape, and gain muscle mass, then it is very healthy. You, Basically, with bodybuilding, you've got 3 things: exercise, diet, and sleep. And those 3 components are, the way I look at it, equally important. So if you're putting a lot of concern on what you're eating to perform and to improve your body, then of course you're going to be eating more healthy than you otherwise would. So yeah, I'm here to help you find what you're missing, and it's free. Like I said, I want to give this away. I've spent countless hours listening to podcasts, listening to other people. I've got a lot of knowledge, whether I have technical knowledge from a degree or not. I want to share my experience, what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me. And that's the big thing with this too, is that, what works for me might not work for you. But it goes a little bit deeper too, that, bodybuilding is about achieving a goal. You've got that body and mind that you want to achieve. And a lot of times you can, a lot of times you can't without drugs. But you can most likely improve what you currently have. And when you achieve that goal, it's just like achieving another goal. It takes discipline, it takes hard work, it takes putting things that aren't as important on the back burner to meet that goal. And when you really set a goal and meet it, it gives you a lot of confidence in what you're doing, and that can build on other aspects of your life, improving in all areas, meeting goals, true discipline, setting your mind to something and doing it, and setting boundaries and rules of your own that, I'm not going to eat like this. I'm not going to stay out partying with friends because it's going to ruin my sleep cycle, and it's not going to help me meet my goal. So I won't go any deeper into that, but that's who I am. That's why I'm here. So hope you like the video, and hope to see you soon. I'm going to try to start cranking these things out. All right. Have a good one.